Welcome back. We continue live right here, Pittsburgh CW. Bob Pompeani and Ron Cook. 412-575-2600 is that number to call. Let's go out to Pete in Squirrel Hill. Hello, Pete. How are you?
Bob and Ron, how are you tonight?
Good.
Real quick, Bob. Eddie Olczyk, about a half an hour ago, I was jumping back and forth, and I caught his segment on talking about the schedule. That whether the Eastern Conference Finals ended tonight or Wednesday, Game 1 would be Monday. Why do they sit around so long, Bob?
Well, now the
question.
Game 7 is going to be Wednesday.
Yeah,
so
Monday's a long time.
Not really sitting that long. I mean, I guess start on the holiday, I guess. I thought they'd start Saturday or Sunday.
The NBA now is going every other day, which is unusual for them. Sometimes they take 2 and 3 days off in between. I don't know, unless they just have it figured out that way. They could start over the weekend, especially, it's going to be Wednesday conclusion. That gives Thursday, Friday, and you could start Saturday, but they have chosen that way, so I don't have an answer for it. But it must be tied to television.
Everything is.
Jeff in Beaver Falls. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Yeah, hi, Bob. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
A couple comments on the Penguins season. I noticed the team speed for the Penguins. I don't know if it was they got slower or the other teams got faster.
The
but
latter.
when you're watching these playoff teams, they're really moving the puck back and forth really quick.
I think it is the latter as well, sir. Everybody copies the winner. The Penguins have won with team speed, and other teams have gotten faster. There's no question about that. The New Jersey Devils proved that this year against the Penguins. Well, I thought they were every bit as fast as the Penguins, if not faster, and that's why they dominated the season series.
Watch out for New Jersey again next year, too, because they added more speed. They have 2 young kids coming up who I think, if they crack the lineup, they're really going to be, one of the teams to watch as far as the Eastern Conference. By the way, real quick, we had this conversation about John Tavares, and Elliot Friedman puts this out. And if it was anyone other than Elliot Friedman, people might laugh at this notion, Ron, that John Tavares, who will be a free agent and will command $10 million plus a year, would end up in Pittsburgh. Listen, Jim Rutherford has done amazing things, and I don't doubt what he may be able to do. But that doesn't make sense for me on so many levels. What about you?
Well, you'd have to make moves. You'd have to get rid of Kessel.
That's what I mean.
And
There's
you'd
a
probably
lot.
have to get rid of Brassard. Both of those guys.
Sullivan likes Brassard.
Yeah, but he didn't do very much for them this year. I don't think that's going to happen either. Now that Lou Lamoriello has been hired to run the Islanders, there's a lot of speculation that means the Islanders have a much better chance of keeping Tavares. I think Tavares is an outstanding player. He could play on my any day now. Would he be happy being a third-line center? You can find ways to get him minutes, but I just don't see it happening. I don't know what they're going to do with Kessel. I don't know what they're going to do with Brassard. I don't know what they're going to do with Letang. I think there's going to be at least one key move made in the offseason, and I'm not sure it won't be Kessel.
Mark in Butler. Hello, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Thanks for taking my call, Bob.
Yep.
I met you once at Treesdale. Hey, I
good
go
place.
about 10 Penguin games a year, and I want to say I went to the last 2 home games. They were 2 of the best games I've ever been to. That Monday night game, it was so loud in there. You couldn't hear nothing. The fans were great. It was a lot of fun. They won 1, they lost 1. I was hoping for Game 7. It was close. They almost scored there at the end. It was close.
Yeah.
Kunako hit the post.
Kunako, yeah, that's just like what we saw last year with Ottawa in double overtime. I mean, you get to a point where all these things are big plays moving forward, and it's an inch away from changing the entire outcome. So who knows? One more call before we go here to break. That would be, I think I got Willie on the line. Willie, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, I want to say y'all got a great show, number one. And number two, I had missed the draft the series because I was in the hospital sick. But can you run us just a little more about the first round and the second and third? And I'll let you talk.
Okay. Did you understand that?
I did not. I could not hear him well enough.
I think he said about the Steelers draft 1, 2, and 3. I wonder who will be the biggest contributor to this rookie class. Certainly Terrell Edmonds is going to get an opportunity to play a lot in sub-package
I think
football.
Washington will definitely be.
Yeah, Washington most likely
The
will
quarterback,
be
I still don't like them picking a quarterback. I want to help Ben win now and not worry about his replacement until next year. Le'Veon Bell is in the last year of his deal, Bob. He's going to be gone after this year. Try to win right now.
I don't like again, it happened last year. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now that Le'Veon Bell's going to miss everything. I just don't think. It just doesn't – it's not good for him or them. He should come in a little bit toward the end of training camp, get some reps. I mean, you can't be totally fearful of everything that's going to happen to you. Freddie in Squirrel Hill. What's up, Freddie? How you doing?
Good. Thank you guys for taking my call.
Yep.
You just were talking about what I was going to say about Le'Veon Bell. It's not fair to any of the players. You know, him to miss all training camp, OTAs, 4 exhibition games, and then start the first game of the season. It takes him 4 or 5 weeks at the beginning of the season just to get going.
And it did last year, and it cost him 1 game, maybe more.
But you know what? Nobody understands that better than the players themselves. They realize it's a business, and they also realize why he is out.
I understand that, but it's just not good. It may have cost them something in terms of getting home field in a different way. I don't know, but whatever. Everybody has their own thing to do. I'm surprised he hasn't agreed to terms because I don't think the market for running backs is going to get any better. It will get worse in this offseason coming up after this year. We're going to take a break. Back with more right after this on Pittsburgh CW.